Before you sign your next car deal, answer this one question. Would you rather look rich for 3 years or stay wealthy for 10? Because most people don't actually choose between leasing and buying. They choose between a smaller monthly payment and a bigger long-term win. And that's exactly where the trap begins. At the dealership, nobody starts with total cost. Nobody starts with lost money, resale value, hidden fees, or how this decision affects your wealth 5 years from now. They start with one number. What monthly payment are you comfortable with? And the moment you answer that question, you've already started playing the dealer's game. Here's why. Leasing feels cheaper because the monthly payment is lower. You get a newer car, usually under warranty, with fewer repair headaches and less stress. That sounds smart. In some cases, it can be smart. But for the average person driving an average car, leasing doesn't reduce the cost of driving. It simply repackages the cost so it feels easier to accept. Buying feels heavier in the beginning. The payment is usually higher. You watch the car lose value, and for the first few years it can feel like you're spending more and getting less. But that's only true if you stop the math too early. And that's the mistake most people make. They compare leasing and buying at month 1, maybe year 1, sometimes year 3. But the real difference doesn't show up at the start. It shows up when one person reaches the end of their payments and the other person quietly starts all over again. Think about it like this. When you lease, you are paying for the car's best years without ever owning the asset. You enjoy the shine, the warranty, the smooth ride, the low maintenance period. Then, just when the car is finally becoming cheaper to keep, you hand it back. And then, you reset the clock. New down payment. New contract. New monthly payment. Same cycle. That's the part people underestimate. A lease doesn't just give you a car. It can normalize a permanent car payment. Buying works differently. Yes, the monthly hit is larger. Yes, depreciation is real. Yes, maintenance becomes your problem once the warranty ends. But when you buy, every payment moves you toward an ending. There is a finish line. There is a month where the payment stops. And once that happens, the entire financial equation changes. Now you're no longer paying for access. You're paying only for upkeep. That shift is where wealth starts to show up. Because the most expensive car is rarely the one with the highest sticker price. It's the one that keeps charging you forever. And leasing has extra costs people love to ignore. Mileage limits, wear and tear charges, disposition fees, early termination penalties. That tiny scratch you stop noticing? They notice it. That extra driving you did during a busy year? You pay for it. That low monthly payment can turn into a bigger bill the moment you return the keys. Now, to be fair, buying isn't perfect either. If you keep a car long enough, repairs will come. Tires, brakes, batteries, sensors, ACC problems, random mechanical issues, they all show up eventually. And when they do, you don't call the leasing company, you pull out your wallet. But here's the difference. Repairs are occasional. A lease payment is constant. And once a car is paid off, even with maintenance, many owners still come out ahead simply because they are no longer sending money out every single month just to keep driving. That's why the smartest car decision usually isn't about comfort, it's about timeline. If you switch cars every few years, care deeply about always having the newest model, drive within the mileage limits, and value predictability more than ownership, leasing may fit your lifestyle. But if your goal is to lower long-term cost, reduce financial drag, and stop living with an endless monthly payment, buying, especially buying a car you can keep for years, usually wins. And now we come back to the question from the beginning. Would you rather look rich for 3 years or stay wealthy for 10? Because that's what this decision really is. Not lease versus buy. Not new versus used. Not low payment versus high payment. It's short-term image versus long-term control. So before you sign anything, don't ask, how much is the monthly? Ask, what will this decision cost me by the time it's completely over? Because the monthly payment is what sells the car. But the total cost is what determines whether the deal was smart in the first place.